everybody, it's Laura. Welcome back to my channel. I hope you all had a lovely summer. I've been looking through a lot of your comments, and one that really stood out for me is a makeup look and a what's in my bag based around the theme of back to school. Now I know a lot of you will be returning to school this week, so in this video I will be talking you through a suitable makeup look and some of the things that I did carry in my school bag, or if I was in school this year, some of the things that I wished I had put in my school bag. So if you would like to see the products that I would definitely take with me, stay tuned. Okay, so the first question is, what is your school bag essentials? Now, when I was at school, I always carried a little backpack because at least you could fit everything in, fit in your school books as well as your PE kit. But I'm probably not sure what the fashion is now, but if I was still at school this year, I would probably go for something like this. This is just a large handbag from River Island, and then inside I would have a little bag of just everything that's in one place, because whenever I was getting changed for PE when I was at school, a lot of people, whilst I was changing, they would just take that opportunity to just dip their hand in and then just steal whatever was in my bag. But then at least it's one place to keep everything safe, so it's definitely, you could have like girly products. If you're a girl, you probably know what it is, and if you're a boy, you'll probably be very confused and also embarrassed. So the things that I would probably put in my school bag is dry shampoo. This will be perfect for if you've just had PE and then you've got and you just like your hair's messy, then you can just quickly spray this in your hair and then tie your hair back again, or however you had your hair originally planned for the day. A hand gel. Now there is a bit of a story on this one, because we were always told at my school, don't put your hands on the banisters, which was true, but then bearing in mind there was one day I put my hand on the rail straight into somebody's spit. Absolutely disgusting. And then there was times like these where I just wish that I had a hand gel. This is just a Superdrug one. It smells of strawberries. I mean, this is absolutely my favourite. Another thing that we'll do is probably something that we'll do more in the winter time is to have a hand cream. This is just a Soap and Glory one. This is just in the shade Original Pink. If you're not allowed this in your school, don't put this in your handbag. I would say have Polo mints instead. Chewing gum was banned at my school, but then we would always just quickly throw one in, get rid of it in a bin, and then nice minty breath. And then another thing that I would have is a body spray. This is another one that I would do on days where you just have PE, or if it gets to the middle of the day and you just want to freshen up. This scent is absolutely incredible. This is the Fruitigo from Soap and Glory. It always takes me back to being, I wasn't so much in school. I was about 16 when I done it. I literally just left school. This is more something that you can do in my college years. But a lot of these products you could use for if you are in college or even at uni. So, and then another one I want to do is makeup essentials. So I would say a powder. I would always have a powder on me. So if you've just had PE and then you get changed, and then before you go to your next lesson, to quickly sweep it over your face, and then it just wipes away some of the sweat. And then, which takes me on to my next question, a lip gloss. I would always have a lip gloss on me, and then a concealer if I was having a spotty day, and a lip balm. If you like sport or it's summer, deodorant, you can just do a travel one. I've just got the roller. You can have the spray one as well, but I never used to use the spray ones when I was at school because it always made my armpits sting. So I would definitely say to have a roll on, so especially somewhere you've just had PE, or even at break time if you're in the toilet, just hide in the cubicle, and then you can just quickly apply it before you get on with the rest of your day. And of course you've got the essentials like your school books, your planner, or they were called diaries, a bottle of water because you need to be hydrated, or if you were like me in school where a lot of people would try and get in with cans of Monster or Red Bull. Right, the first thing you want to do is to make sure you got your hair off your face, make sure you got a clean face, hands, and you've moisturised. So as you can see, I have a few dark areas and a few spots here and there. So the first thing I'm going to do is cover them up. So the first thing I'm going to add is this, wherever you are, here we go, Rimmel Wake Me Up Concealer. I'm just going to put underneath my eyes. Feel free to add as little or as much as you need, like, to fit how strict your school might be. Foundation. Foundation wise, I'm going to be using the Rimmel Wake Me Up. It's just a nice light coverage. The general rule of thumb for when you're doing a colour match with foundation is to look at the shade of your neck, because this thing don't like do anything, don't judge it by the colour of your face or the colour of your arms, because a lot of the time you don't catch the sun on your neck. I'll do a couple of pumps of these. It's really important to only put foundation in the areas that you need foundation. Don't use it as an excuse to hide it from your teachers or your parents, because not everybody is allowed to wear makeup to school. What is a good makeup look that I could wear to school without being told off for wearing makeup? Well, I have the answer to that. Right, the first thing you want to do is make sure you got your hair off your face, make sure you got a clean face, hands, and you've moisturised. So as you can see, I have a few dark areas and a few spots here and there. So the first thing I'm going to do is cover them up. So the first thing I'm going to add is this, wherever you are, here we go, Rimmel Wake Me Up Concealer. I'm just going to put underneath my eyes. Feel free to add as little or as much as you need, like, to fit how strict your school might be. Foundation wise, I'm going to be using the Rimmel Wake Me Up. It's just a nice light coverage. The general rule of thumb for when you're doing a colour match with foundation is to look at the shade of your neck, because this thing don't like do anything, don't judge it by the colour of your face or the colour of your arms, because a lot of the time you don't catch the sun on your neck. I'll do a couple of pumps of these. It's really important to only put foundation in the areas that you need foundation. Don't use it as an excuse to hide it from your teachers or your parents, because not everybody is allowed to wear makeup. Next time, powdering my face. To do that, I'm going to be using the Rimmel Stay Matte. I've just got the transparent one. You can get it in different colours, but I feel like with the transparent one, it works for everybody. A powder is essential if you have oily skin. If you have dry skin, you only need to use just a little bit just to set underneath your eyes and where you might have had your concealer. And like I mentioned in the What's in My Bag segment, I would definitely have a powder if you've just had PE, and then you can just sweep it over my face just to freshen myself up again. For blusher, I'm just using the Rimmel Maxi blush. It's just in the shade Exposed, just a nice subtle colour. It also has a very subtle speckle, so it should leave you feeling a lot more awake. Okay, for eyebrows, I'm not going to do too much of my eyebrows, so I'm just going to leave them as it is. It is now time to move on to eyes. So the colour that I'm going to be using is just a very subtle shade. It's just a cream eyeshadow. You can also use a powder, but I'm going to be using a cream because at least this is something that you can easily put in your bag, and it's much easier to apply, and it just saves mess. So the product that I'm using is the KIKO Long Lasting Shadow Stick in the shade 07. Obviously, if you think you're not allowed to wear eyeshadow, feel free to skip ahead. And I'm just going to rub that in with my finger. Might zoom you guys in so you can see. Eyeliner, I'm not going to bother. So the next thing I'm going to be doing is mascara. Now, if you're not allowed mascara, I would say to use a clear mascara, because it literally looks like you're not wearing very much makeup. But if you can wear mascara, I would recommend that you use brown, because it's not as obvious as black. But if you can wear a black mascara, I would definitely say to only put this on your top eyelashes. So the normal mascara that I'll be using is the Rimmel Retro Scandalise On Demand in black. I've got the waterproof one as well. A waterproof option is really good, that say if you have spots or if you got PE that day, it's better to go for a waterproof because you don't want it like just going all the way down your face. Back in with the clear mascara, I'm just going to put a little bit on my bottom lashes. I would definitely say to use clear mascara rather than normal black mascara because it would make it just, clear mascara would just make it a lot less heavy. And the last thing that I'm going to be doing is lips, obviously keeping this very, very neutral. And you can either go for a lip balm, or if you are like me and you like a little bit of colour when you're at school, I would just do a lip gloss. It's just, this is the KIKO 3D Hydra in 26, very, very neutral. It's just a nice coral colour. Oh yes, this is delicious. Okay, this seems strange, not wearing a lot of makeup. It's like take me back to when I was a little bit younger, because of course I feel free, this should work for a lot of you, but if yours is like, if you go to a really strict school, I would say you might only just need a little bit of clear mascara and a very subtle lip gloss. And there you go guys, that is my back to school makeup all done. If you are looking for a lighter coverage, or if your school is a little bit strict on foundation, I would recommend a tinted moisturiser. The one I recommend is the Bourjois Healthy Mix Serum. Another one that I recommend is the Rimmel 9-in-1 BB Cream. Whether it's changed its name, I don't know, but if I find the name that it is now, I will link it in the description box below. And my final question is, what was anxiety like for you and how can I deal with it? For me, I don't really talk about this a lot, but anxiety for me in school, it wasn't really a massive issue, but it became more of a thing when I got older, because school was just a distraction, because you always think that you have to focus on tasks. Like the second you let any bit of anxiety or stress come in, and you can find some sort of way to bat away, and I think actually no, I want to learn this, I want to really concentrate on what my teacher is saying because I don't want any distraction me. And another thing is, always remember that school might be tough and your school might be really strict, and teachers have your best interest as much as they want to teach you things and make sure that you grow into a star pupil. They also care about your welfare. Well, when I was at school, mine probably didn't care about as much as I'd hoped to, but the minute you're feeling anxious, you want to step outside, you have every right to leave. If you want to leave, get a glass of water. Don't ever think that you can't. Ask for a breath of fresh air, or that you're stuck, or if you're trapped. You are not stuck or trapped. You're there to have fun and learn. They are not keeping you hostage, and you're definitely there to not let them have a breather. And there you have it guys, that is the end of my back to school Q&A. I really hope you guys enjoyed me showing you some of the things I used to take to school, or if I was still in school, that now there's a lot of more products out there that I would probably take with me. Thank you for sending your questions. Some of them have been absolutely amazing. I really hope that some of my answers have helped you in any way. Be sure to hit the bell down below, comment and subscribe, and I will see you all very soon for another video. Thanks for watching.